Donald Trump's security isn't just presidential, it's a fortress so advanced it reportedly stunned Vladimir Putin. We're talking underground tunnels, AI-controlled convoys, decoy motorcades, and drone defense systems straight out of a war zone. But Trump isn't the only one with this level of protection. Stay until the end, because what we'll reveal about how America shields its most powerful figures will completely change how you view modern security. Mark Zuckerberg's $30 million silent fortress. In a world where digital empires rival nation-states, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't just live behind gates, he lives behind algorithms. His personal security budget exceeds $30 million per year, making him one of the most heavily protected civilians on the planet. But this isn't about hiring ex-military bodyguards. It's about constructing a data-driven fortress, one that watches you before you even realize you're a threat. What sets Zuckerberg's security apart isn't just money. It's machine learning. His team has developed behavioral analytics tools that constantly scan public sentiment, body language, and digital chatter across social platforms. Think of it as an AI that predicts potential threats before a human security expert could even blink. If you so much as walk suspiciously near a Meta facility, there's a chance you've already been flagged by predictive software running in the background. Inside his homes, the privacy is even more formidable. Zuckerberg's residence includes biometric access doors, walls laced with sensors, and even bulletproof panic rooms designed to seal shut during a breach. Every movement is logged, every window is reinforced, and no room is off-grid. It's luxury merged with tactical preparedness. And not to mention, these residences sit atop prime real estate worth tens of millions of dollars. But here's where it gets truly next level. Zuckerberg employs a red team, a specialized internal squad whose only job is to simulate attacks against his own security infrastructure. They hack, infiltrate, and run wargame scenarios weekly, attempting to break what's already considered unbreakable. This self-imposed cyber siege keeps his defenses evolving faster than any external threat can catch up. From encrypted communication protocols to coordinated drone airspace monitoring, Zuckerberg's security strategy is a blueprint for modern digital age protection. He's not just shielding a person, he's protecting the mind behind Meta, a company shaping global information flow and, by extension, power. Comment unreal security if you had no idea billionaires lived like this. Let's see how many people are just as shocked as you. Elon Musk's AI-controlled security bubble. Elon Musk doesn't just live in the future, he secures himself with it. Unlike traditional billionaires surrounded by static layers of guards and gates, Musk has built a living, thinking defense system. His personal security isn't just about muscle, it's about machine learning, satellite coordination, and predictive algorithms, designed by the same engineers who launch rockets into orbit. At the center of it all is a neural AI security system, fed by Tesla's vision technology and SpaceX's aerospace data that maps potential threats before they even happen. Surveillance drones scan perimeters, and behavior recognition software monitors everything from crowds outside Tesla's Fremont plant to attendees at SpaceX launches. The AI cross-references biometric patterns, social sentiment, and proximity movement to determine whether someone's approaching Musk out of admiration or something darker. His residences and facilities are fortified with precision. Tesla gigafactories, for example, are guarded like classified military bases. Access points require retina scans, electromagnetic jammers prevent unauthorized signal intrusion, and the walls themselves are designed to absorb thermal scans. The homes Musk rarely occupies are equipped with ballistic-grade glass, electromagnetic pulse (EMP) shielding, and reinforced escape tunnels modeled after underground test chambers from his boring company. The people around him? Not your average close protection team. Musk's inner circle of security includes veterans of US Special Forces and Israeli counterintelligence, trained to respond in seconds with military precision. They operate like a mobile command unit, seamlessly integrated into Musk's daily movements with zero visibility to the public. In fact, they often run decoy routes, deploying autonomous Tesla convoys that mimic real-time location data, while the actual vehicle takes an alternate path. And speaking of vehicles, Musk's own fleet functions like an extension of his security protocol. Custom-built Teslas and Cybertrucks are outfitted with anti-drone radar, jamming modules, and bullet-resistant chassis, all powered by onboard AI. When he moves, the cars scan airspace, detect drone swarms, and redirect routes automatically. These aren't just smart cars, they're mobile command posts, designed by the very company that made autopilot a household word. This is how Elon Musk moves through the world, inside a self-learning, military-inspired tech bubble where every step is calculated, every risk pre-modeled, and every weakness eliminated before it even surfaces. It's not paranoia, it's proactive dominance. The kind of security only a trillion-dollar mind would build, because no one else could. Donald Trump's shockingly complex security system. When Russian intelligence analysts first laid eyes on the schematic of Donald Trump's personal security architecture, even Vladimir Putin was reportedly stunned, and for good reason. Trump's protection detail doesn't just match world leaders, it outclasses them in complexity, stealth, and technological muscle. At its core, Trump's security strategy is a three-headed beast, part federal, part military, and part private. The US Secret Service forms the visible layer, uniformed agents, black SUVs, and staged motorcades. But underneath that surface lies a private intelligence network built with veterans from elite tactical units, ex-Mossad operators, and cybersecurity firms that specialize in state-level electronic warfare. And then there's the military component, less visible, but always lurking. During certain events, Pentagon assets are deployed in silence, operating UAV scramblers and satellite relays to shield the area like a digital dome. But what truly sets Trump apart is the illusion. Every appearance, whether at Mar-a-Lago, Trump Tower, or one of his golf resorts, follows a chessboard of misdirection. Convoy routes are often faked, with one set of vehicles running a public route, while the real transport follows a back-channel road covered by aerial surveillance. Even the venues themselves aren't always real. There are underground command centers built into his properties, some allegedly located beneath golf courses. Engineered to function as blast-proof retreats, equipped with biometric gates, encrypted comms, and airlocked safe rooms. The construction of these bunkers reportedly cost upward of $20 million each, and very few people know their exact locations. Technology plays a defining role. His vehicles are fortified beyond normal standards. Custom Cadillac Escalades, lined with Kevlar, embedded jammers, and EMP-resistant shielding. Drone detection systems scan the skies in real time, and electronic countermeasure vans park blocks away to neutralize remote threats before they can take shape. Every event, every route, every movement is pre-simulated by a dedicated operations team running AI-generated risk scenarios hours in advance. What shocked global observers wasn't just the hardware, but the doctrine. Trump's philosophy of security isn't passive, it's overwhelming deterrence. It sends a clear message. Any attempt won't be met with defense. It'll be preempted, dismantled, and buried before it begins. In a geopolitical world where symbolism equals power, Trump's security setup isn't just about survival, it's a statement. He doesn't just protect himself, he dares the world to try. William Burns' quantum-level security. When it comes to national secrets, William Burns isn't just protecting classified files, he's protecting the entire balance of global intelligence. As the director of the CIA, Burns doesn't walk around with bodyguards. He walks inside a quantum firewall. His daily movements are a mystery even to those within US intelligence circles. That's because every route he takes is generated in real time by AI-powered risk algorithms designed to avoid pattern detection. No one, not even Burns himself, knows where he's going until the vehicle door opens. Its randomness weaponized. But the real sophistication lies in the way he communicates. Standard phones? Not a chance. Burns uses quantum-encrypted satellite systems designed to make interception mathematically impossible. Not even state-level adversaries like China or Russia can crack it. Not with current computing power, and not even with the help of AI. His secure line is hosted on an isolated military satellite with quantum key distribution, something only a few nations in the world even possess. The cost of developing this kind of system? Upwards of $100 million, not including maintenance or anti-jamming contingencies. Now imagine the car that carries him. It's not just armored, it's signal sterile. Covered in Faraday mesh, the vehicle blocks GPS signals, cellular data, even drone radar. Communication in or out requires physical cable insertion, no wireless leaks, no accidental pings. The interior is lined with electromagnetic shielding, strong enough to withstand directed energy attacks. Only 4 of these cars exist worldwide, each custom-built by a US defense contractor, so confidential not even the brand name is public. Burns doesn't attend high-profile events, he shadows them. His security team blends in with janitors, waiters, even photographers, each trained to neutralize a threat in under 5 seconds without making a sound. They carry biometric authenticated weapons and use augmented reality contact lenses to receive real-time threat data without touching a screen. The last person who attempted surveillance on Burns vanished off the grid within 72 hours, according to unconfirmed but persistent rumors inside the intelligence community. This level of protection isn't about ego, it's about containment. Because one intercepted conversation from this man could unravel alliances, collapse operations, or even trigger global unrest. Comment, quantum security is the future if this level of invisible protection blew your mind. George W. Bush's Lifetime Protection Protocol. George W. Bush may have left office over a decade ago, but the battlefield never really leaves a former commander-in-chief, especially one whose presidency included 9/11, 2 wars, and a global counter-terror campaign. For Bush, retirement doesn't mean relaxation. It means permanent protection, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. His security protocol is military-grade, not symbolic. The former president is shadowed by a tactical detail trained in counterinsurgency, evasive driving, and urban combat. They rotate every few months to prevent pattern fatigue and are authorized to escalate to lethal force in seconds. Their base of operations, a private intelligence suite linked directly to federal systems, including DHS and NSA early warner feeds. One of the most advanced elements of Bush's protection is the real-time social media monitoring system, built exclusively for high-risk figures. Every tweet, video, post, or live stream that includes the words Bush, attack, or cute is filtered through sentiment analysis AI and threat detection algorithms trained on millions of violent incident profiles. If a post triggers red flags, say location coordinates, gun emojis, or coded extremist language, it's automatically escalated to a joint operations unit within seconds. That system has intercepted over 100 credible threats, some within minutes of publication, before the person behind the keyboard could even leave the house. In several cases, federal teams were already en route while the subject was still typing. Bush's private aircraft, while less known than Air Force One, is no less equipped. Outfitted with active radar defense, electronic jamming systems, and infrared missile deterrents, his plane is shielded against both guided attacks and surface-to-air projectiles. The cost to install such systems on a Gulfstream-class jet? Around $20 million. But for a former president with enemies spanning continents, it's a non-negotiable. Every property Bush visits, even briefly, undergoes a full environmental sweep. That means phone line scanning, bomb-sniffing dogs, rooftop surveillance, and utility grid isolation. No internet connection, light source, or drain pipe is left unchecked. Former CIA operatives refer to it as a ghost net. A security bubble so tight, nothing gets in or out undetected. His life today may look like quiet Texas retirement, but behind every golf cart ride and friendly photo op is a hidden war room, designed to protect not just a man, but an entire era of American history that still casts a global shadow. General Mark Milley's Lethal Security Authority. General Mark Milley didn't just command troops. He carried nuclear-level clearance, advised multiple US presidents, and held access to global war protocols. So his protection was never about appearance. It was about overwhelming force and 0-second response time. Milley's security wasn't civilian. It was military personnel with combat authority, hand-picked from elite special operations units. Unlike Secret Service agents who are trained to deter, Milley's protectors were trained to terminate. Every operative was licensed for lethal engagement protocols, and in classified scenarios they operated under wartime rules of engagement, even on US soil. When Milley traveled, each movement was structured like a wartime extraction. Surveillance drones patrolled overhead, while decoy convoys and electronic jamming trucks moved in tandem. His team maintained encrypted communications via battlefield-grade devices, the same kind used in nuclear command bunkers. These systems were EMP-resistant and satellite-linked, allowing split-second coordination with NORAD, Cyber Command, and NATO if needed. The cost of these mobile command systems? North of $25 million. But the price of compromising the most powerful military advisor on Earth? Unquantifiable. Each location Milley visited was pre-scouted not just by security, but by combat engineers. Escape routes were mapped through underground tunnels, service elevators, and helicopter drop zones. His team rehearsed live simulations of potential attacks before each arrival, complete with active drone swarms, sniper coverage, and medical exfiltration procedures. The most startling layer of his protection was red cell surveillance, a classified program that simulates insider betrayal scenarios. Operatives within his own security detail were occasionally instructed to test internal weaknesses, posing as threats to assess readiness. Failure wasn't an option. Even a 1-second delay could result in personnel removal. On more than one occasion, Milley's team intercepted foreign surveillance units tailing his convoys within US borders, proof that his presence alone triggered interest from rival nations. Their vehicles were fitted with laser-based threat detection arrays capable of identifying suspicious optics from over a mile away. And unlike political leaders, Milley often traveled with military-grade portable war rooms, each housed inside a modified Lockheed C-130 Hercules aircraft, outfitted with secure satellite uplinks, crisis response servers, and personnel biometric vaults. Each deployment was an airborne pentagon in miniature, costing approximately $80 million per unit. Protecting Milley wasn't just about shielding a man, it was defending the trigger point of US military response. A single failure didn't mean embarrassment, it meant potential war. Schmidt's hybrid cyber-physical defense. Schmidt may no longer run Google, but his status as a former tech titan and national security advisor places him squarely in the category of individuals too valuable to leave exposed. While most people imagine CEOs protected by bodyguards in suits, Schmidt operates inside a defensive network built like a military-grade firewall, but in the real world, his security is not just about blocking physical threats, it's designed to prevent digital ambushes. That means every location he enters is scanned for rogue radio frequencies, malicious wireless packets, and GPS spoofing attempts. His team deploys signal jammers, frequency-hopping routers, and encrypted mesh communication systems to isolate his environment from external interference. At the surface, you might see a discrete security presence, but above, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, equipped with thermal imaging and RF detectors, create a perimeter of awareness. These drones aren't just for surveillance, they detect potential cyber-physical crossover threats, like remote-controlled devices or unauthorized Wi-Fi nodes that could be used in a coordinated digital intrusion. The SUVs in his convoy aren't stock models either. Each vehicle is equipped with Faraday shielding, EMP-resistant hardware, and smart glass that doubles as a digital interface for emergency response protocols. Some even carry on board threat diagnostic dashboards, custom-built interfaces that monitor biometric signs of passengers, environmental conditions, and network intrusions in real time. Inside buildings, Schmidt's team uses portable electromagnetic pulse detectors, sweeping each room for altered circuitry or malicious implants. He carries a personal communications suite designed with post-quantum encryption, rumored to have been built by ex-NSA engineers. While Schmidt no longer holds a formal intelligence title, he's still granted access to US national cyber attack early warning systems, thanks to his advisory roles across defense and AI think tanks. What makes Schmidt's case unique isn't the money spent, though estimates suggest over $15 million annually, but the philosophy behind it. He's not being protected from people with weapons, he's being protected from actors with algorithms, malware, and electromagnetic warfare tools. His threat matrix includes state-sponsored cyber units, criminal syndicates, and rogue AI developers, entities that might never physically approach him, yet still pose existential risks. His security detail is a glimpse into the future of executive protection, where cyber defense merges with physical deterrence, and the battlefield isn't just outside your door, it's embedded in the airwaves, the networks, and the devices that surround you. The rise of private fortresses in American power. Security in the United States is no longer just a function of the government. The wealthiest, most strategically important individuals now operate within privatized fortresses, multi-million-dollar defense ecosystems that rival those of entire nations. From tech CEOs to defense consultants, each one is now viewed not just as a person, but a strategic node in global infrastructure. They controlled proprietary algorithms, real-time geopolitical data, and even national-level AI models. Losing one of them could mean compromising national economic or cyber resilience. That's why their homes are no longer just mansions. They are bunkers beneath vineyards in Napa, desert compounds in Arizona, or $100 million smart estates in Wyoming, equipped with panic rooms, EMP-proof walls, and autonomous drone patrols. These individuals hire former Mossad and Delta Force agents, not just bodyguards. They deploy facial recognition fences, private satellites, and quantum-encrypted communication servers from companies like Palantir and Anduril. They're not living in America, they're living in sovereign tech states, hyper-surveilled, AI-protected, fully autonomous, and designed to withstand both physical and cyber attacks. One private equity titan even built a tunnel system under his estate as an escape route in case of civil unrest. This isn't paranoia, it's strategic survival. Because when you're worth billions and own systems that control supply chains, currency flows, or satellite navigation, you're not just rich, your infrastructure. Comment Fortress Life if you'd survive in one of these billionaire bunkers. From quantum-encrypted intel briefings to billion-dollar private armies, the line between government and private security has completely blurred. As we've seen with Trump, Zuckerberg, Musk, and others, personal protection today is a full-scale military operation. And while world leaders like Putin may be shocked, this is the new global standard for power. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look into elite protection, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got even more untouchable secrets coming your way.